REED-BBS, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies, Televisión, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. ERROL Spence Jr. was on with All the Smoke podcast the other day. Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, two real-ass brothers who know a thing or three about getting their NBA hands dirty. Ball players, you know. Matt Barnes, he once drove like 3 or 4 fucking hours to put hands upon Derek Fisher, who was creeping with his baby mama, unbeknownst. Being completely serious and with no traces of intended humor at all. Somebody needs to keep an eye on Derek Fisher's ass, man. Since the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant, and now Vanessa Bryant's a widow and shit, if anybody would dare try to push up on Vanessa Bryant at a time like this, it would be Derek Fisher's sorry ass. Make no mistake about it. Steven Jackson, he was very much a part of the biggest melee in NBA history. Malice at the Palace. That's where Jackson and Ron Artest found themselves up in the stands, piecing up fans and everything. Fans, not no vendors, but like they was even going at the wrong fans. Dude threw some water, next thing you know, they in there dropping bombs on fans. So needless to say, two fitting candidates to interview unified 147-pound champion ERROL Spence Jr. In this interview, he said he's 100% focused, and in my prime, I think I would beat Floyd Mayweather. Says he'd cut the ring off, fire a lot of jabs. Says De La Hoya didn't jab enough in his fight with Floyd, which I agree with. Says he'd throw combinations. He'd start with the body and work his way upwards. And he would try to break Floyd down physically. A very smart, astute assessment. Sound assessment. I can't disagree at all. At 147 pounds. 47 was never Floyd's best weight to begin with. To me, Floyd was unfucking beatable at 130. A little bit less so at 35 and 40. But prime, true, prime Floyd Mayweather was among the best that ever lived. The 147-pound version of Floyd, not so much. Spence is bigger, taller, and if you peep game, Floyd has rarely faced taller welterweights. Your Paul Williamses, your Antonio Margaritos, yeah, he didn't get around to facing them. Not saying he couldn't have beaten them, he just didn't get around to facing them. Floyd also had his issues with southpaws like Zab Judah, DeMarcus Chop Corley. They troubled Floyd such, he brought them in for southpaw sparring for his future fights, just as he did with a young former Olympian by the name of ERROL Spence very early into his pro career. Now, Spence, he isn't as athletic as Zab, but he's smarter. He's more technical and physical also. I mean, you can't shoulder roll through a consistent, persistent body attack, and that's what Spence would be banking on. I agree with him. I think be a close fight. If they fought 10 times, it might be 6-4, but I would favor Spence over Floyd at 47. In the same interview, he said he won't be cleared to spar till he gets his permanent teeth. There was a smoke alert from Maurice Lee, where he let it be known he's pretty much on deck for September 19th, COVID-19 notwithstanding, which I like hearing. Like the idea of Danny first, I never liked that to begin with. Gonna take this Maurice Lee tune-up, then Danny and whoever else, dog. Spence also revealed for the Porter fight, he came down from as much as 189 fucking pounds. Good God. I've always said he needs to move up after 2020, and I maintain that. COVID-19 pandemic or not, this needs to be his last year at 147 pounds. EJ's mind is telling him no, but his body's telling him yes. REED-BBS, BBS, Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies, Televisión, Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.